A fresh aerial strike targeted Kyiv in the early hours of Monday, after a New Year's weekend marked by dozens of Russian assaults that killed at least 4 people. The Ukrainian capital and other cities came under fire from missiles and drones on Saturday, killing 3 people, and a new attack on Sunday killed 1 in the southern region of Zaporizhia. Kyiv was once again rocked by an air raid on Monday morning, with the city's military administration ordering residents just after 1 a.m., 23 o'clock GMT, to retreat to stay in shelters. The air defense system is working. Fragments of balconies and windows in a high-rise building were damaged in Desnyansky district, Serhiy Popko, head of the city's administration, said on the Telegram messaging app. Multiple blasts were heard in the Ukraine-controlled Zaporizhia overnight, as well as in the Ukrainian capital of Kyiv, according to local authorities. Explosions are heard in the regional center temporarily occupied by the regime of Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. My countrymen report at least 3 explosions heard by the Zaporizhia residents, Vladimir Rogov, a member of the main council of the Zaporizhia Regional Administration, said on Telegram. According to Rogov, air defense was activated in Zaporizhia overnight. In another post on Telegram, Rogov said that 2 powerful blasts were heard in the city of Melitopol in Zaporizhia region at around 1:21 local time on Monday, 22:21 Greenwich Mean Time on Sunday. Meanwhile, Ukrainian media reported shortly after midnight that explosions were heard in Kyiv and Dnipropetrovsk. Kyiv Mayor Vitaly Klitschko said on Telegram that there was at least 1 explosion in the city. Later in the night, at around midnight to 0:30 Greenwich Mean Time on Monday, Ukrainian media reported on more blasts in Kyiv. Air raid warnings were in effect in a number of Ukrainian regions, including the capital Kyiv, late on Sunday night, according to air raid data from the country's Ministry of Digital Transformation. A day earlier, on New Year's night, air raid sirens went off all across Ukraine and multiple blasts were heard in the Ukrainian capital, as well as the Mykolaiv and Dnipropetrovsk regions and Ukraine-controlled Kherson, where a critical infrastructure facility was damaged overnight, and the city and neighboring villages were left without electricity, according to the Kyiv-appointed regional administration. Klitschko said on Saturday that about 30% of consumers remained without electricity in Ukraine's capital city due to emergency shutdowns, adding that water and heat supply were operating normally. Precision strikes against Ukrainian infrastructure have been carried out by Russia since October 10, 2 days after the terrorist attack on the Crimean Bridge. Zelensky said in December that, at this time, it is impossible to restore the country's energy infrastructure to 100%, which is why scheduled power shutdowns remain in effect in most cities and districts of Ukraine.